Let's talk about how to wear a cardigan and feel cozy and warm, because we all want to do that in the winter, but still look stylish. Today's video is sponsored by June's Journey. Hello ladies, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. My name is Kay and this is Dressed for My Day. And as you know, if you've been around here very long, my goal is to help women mostly over 50 to get dressed for our days in a way that feels stylish, that feels authentic to who we are, that also feels comfortable and appropriate for our stage in life, our season of life, but also looks a little stylish and fashionable. And I'm assuming by the fact that you're here that you want to look stylish and fashionable. I'm not an expert on it, but I do the research. And one of the questions I get most frequently is, can I wear a cardigan and still look stylish, still look in style, still look modern? And so today we're going to address that. I think that's so important because honestly, at this stage in life, I want to feel comfortable. And I want to feel comfortable and warm, right? And in the winter time, one of the best ways to feel warm in your house, especially if you're like us and we keep things a little chilly here, we don't run a lot of heat. And if you're at a workplace, you go to a restaurant, you need something, you want to feel comfortable and warm, a cardigan is a great way to accomplish that. But sometimes cardigans can feel a little, there's that word, frumpy. And we don't want to look frumpy, we don't want to feel frumpy. We want to look and feel our best, so we're going to talk about that today. But before we get going on that, I do want to give you just an update on a few things here at Dress for My Day. I do indeed have a grandbaby coming very shortly now, like any time. And so I will be taking some time off, probably at the end of December. I'm trying to get some things recorded for you the first few weeks, but then I will be taking a little time off. I just wanted to let you know that, give you a heads up. And also it's that time of year when I just need to regroup a little bit. I need to probably get a little breather so that I can refresh my creativity. I find that creativity can really wane as we get tired or as we do something repetitively or when something begins to feel like work instead of pleasure, right? So I encourage you to take some time to refresh your creativity, whether that be for work, maybe you teach a course, like a Bible study or a knitting class or a fitness class, and you just need to regroup, refresh so that you can be your best. So it's a great time to do that as we transition, as we go through the holidays and we have time to rest and relax anyhow. One of the ways I have been relaxing a little, just to tell you the truth, is with my phone. My phone is something I work on 99% of the time, but lately I have been playing a game, June's Journey. I've been playing that actually off and on for about a year now. I really enjoy this little game. June's Journey is a free to download app that you can download through the link below in the description box for free. You can play it on your Android or your iOS, your tablet, your phone. You can even play it on the computer through the Facebook app there. But it's a lot of fun and I really kind of enjoy it because it feels like a womanly thing. It feels kind of girly to me, and so maybe that's why it's fun to me. June is a detective who is always trying to solve a murder mystery, and as she does that, you help her out by finding hidden objects in rooms. The rooms are always really interesting and beautifully decorated. It all takes place in the 1920s. June is our heroine, but there's lots of other really diverse and interesting characters in June's Journey also. And as you find these hidden objects, which is just fun to me, it's just kind of a little bit challenging, but also something that I do to relax. And it takes my mind off of the things that are going on in the world or in my life, the little stressors. It takes my mind off of work for a little while. It gives me something to focus on besides all of those things. And it's just fun and it's interesting, it's colorful. And as you're solving those little puzzles by finding the hidden objects in June's Journey, you're also getting rewarded, of course, and then you get to fill out your island. You have an island that you can build a house and you can decorate the yard and, just all those fun things that a lot of us ladies enjoy doing anyhow. So I really enjoy it and I encourage you to download it through the link below or through the QR code that's on the screen here. You can also, use your little picture, your photo app on your phone to download it right here with this QR code. And enjoy playing. June's Journey is just a fun way, like I said, to relax, to regroup, maybe to rebuild a little bit of your own creativity as you head into the new year. Now, let's get going on some ways that you can wear cardigans this winter and not feel frumpy, but instead feel fabulous. So today you can see that I am wearing a cardigan with a little bow necktie blouse. It's a little shell. Actually, I don't have any sleeves. Oh, I love a little cap sleeve, so it's nice and cool and comfortable. Looks really polished, really appropriate for the office. Let's talk about the different kinds of cardigans though, and what's in style and what's out of style. So the one thing I'm just really not seeing this year, maybe two things I'm not seeing this year. I'm not seeing the cardigans that are like rounded at the edges. So I think we call those cocoon cardigans. They kind of look like a cocoon. They're rounded at the edges. Lots of times they were fuller in the hips. Now, if you have those in your closet, I think what I would do is get rid of them. Yes, I think I would just take those and donate them. Or maybe if you're crafty, maybe you have some creativity, you could turn them into something, a pillow or something, because I just don't think they're going to come back into style anytime soon. And if they do, they're probably going to look dated and you'd want something new and fresh in that silhouette. But honestly, ladies, those are pretty out of style. Another thing that is out of style when it comes to cardigans are the waterfall cardigans. So those with a lot of fabric there in the front, they kind of drape and they hang and they're just kind of hanging there, and there's just like a waterfall of waves and folds there in the front. You know, both of those silhouettes actually add a lot of weight, visual weight and bulk there at the hips and at the front of your body. So I'm not really sure they were ever really flattering on any of us anyhow, but we did wear them. But I would personally just move those on out of your closet. And instead, here's what is on trend. What's really trending right now are button-up cardigans with a V neck. Now, we will get to some in a minute that have a crew neck, but really, I think the most stylish cardigan for 2023 and into 2024 is what I'm wearing. It's a button front cardigan. You also may hear them referred to as grandpa cardigans and boyfriend cardigans. And I don't know that there's a whole lot of difference in those. Maybe that's all the same thing, but you'll see them. They're usually a little oversized, maybe a little boxy, but you can find those that have a really nice drape. And so I've tried to choose ones that hang fairly close to my body, but not so close that they are like a snug cardigan. They're still a nice loose fitting cardigan. And I generally like to wear mine unbuttoned, at least at this time of the year, as I'm layering. Right now in the fall and maybe into the spring, I might wear this kind of cardigan buttoned up and maybe with just a tank underneath it for privacy and for security. But really, you will see them worn that way, and that's perfectly fine if you enjoy wearing yours buttoned up and by itself, so as a pullover. But today we're really talking about how to style them as a true cardigan, so unbuttoned and wearing it over something else. So you're going to see me wear them several different ways. I wanted to show you cardigans worn with jeans, but also with fuller leg trousers and jeans, and also even a skirt I think I threw in there, because I want us to know that there's different ways we can wear them. And I think you could transfer these outfits to different types of jeans, different types of pants and skirts, maybe even dresses too. I don't think I'm showing a cardigan with a dress today though. So that boyfriend cardigan, V-neck, button up, but unbuttoned, is really on trend right now. And the one thing, there's a couple of things I think you want to look for when you're looking for this particular kind of cardigan is, first of all, how it fits on the shoulder. So the one I'm wearing here is a little bit off the shoulder, and so it's going to give it that relaxed look, a very oversized look. And it's also relaxed in the sides. It hangs away from my body. So you do want to be careful probably, especially if you have wider shoulders. This may not be the best look for you because it may widen your shoulders even more. And especially if you get this is a drop shoulder, but if you get a raglan sleeve that really has no defined shoulder seam there, that's also going to make your shoulders look wider. So just take those things into consideration, your personal body peculiarities, if you will, your body shape and proportions when you are buying a cardigan. So if you do have those wide shoulders or or you're just bulkier up top, then I would suggest something that really has more of a true shoulder seam, or at least does not have a lot of puffiness in the sleeves, in the the upper parts of the arm, that does at least have a nice lay close to the arm on that sweater. Now here you can see me wearing this exact same button front, grandpa cardigan, boyfriend cardigan, whatever. It is a wool and cashmere blend. I'll see if it's still available and I'll link it if it is. I got it in the Nordstrom anniversary sale, so I paid about half price for it. But here I'm wearing it over a pretty silk blouse, also picked up in the Nordstrom anniversary sale, and jeans. And that is just really one of my favorite ways to wear a cardigan in the winter because it looks polished. It looks on trend, but it also is just very comfortable. You know, I have to remind myself, ladies, that wearing a pretty soft, silky blouse and a cardigan like this with jeans really is just as comfortable as wearing a pullover sweater or even a sweatshirt. And you know, here we are, my theme is, my motto is dress for your day, get dressed for your day. And I kind of think it's nice every now and then, especially during the winter when we can easily get into a slump fashion-wise, to wear a pretty blouse and a cardigan like this. You notice that I wore basically the same color, just in different intensities here. And I think that's a really nice way to wear your cardigan. Now I am trying to show coats with each of the outfits because that is one of the quandaries that we sometimes get into, right, with a cardigan, is especially if your cardigan is lower than your waist and maybe it covers your rear, it goes down on your hips or even further down, is how to find, what coat should I wear? Well, I do think it is important to wear a coat that covers the cardigan. And you'll see me in just a minute show you what happens when we don't do that. But for this particular outfit, I simply chose to put on my black wool blend coat over it. You know, is that like the most normal choice here? I don't know, but it works. And I'm going to be showing you several different coats with these outfits. And this one definitely works. Maybe if I'm, wearing something kind of fairly polished, but it is a jeans outfit, I want to put it on a pretty wool blend coat if I'm going out to dinner that night. Now here is another boyfriend cardigan, grandpa cardigan, whatever you want to call it. And this time I'm wearing it over a very thin oatmeal kind of colored turtleneck. And this turtleneck is from Everlane. I can link you to that, I know. And it comes in several great colors. It's a really thin, ribbed, close-fitting turtleneck, but it is so comfortable, lots of stretch. I think you wear your true size in it. I don't think you need to worry about sizing up, and it's such a great layering piece in the winter. And so I chose to wear a cardigan and a turtleneck that are in fairly the same color, and I just really love that effect. Once again, I think it creates a really cohesive look, and it looks very intentional, which is one of those ways that we can create something that looks really chic and put together. Now this time I'm wearing my cardigan and my turtleneck over some ankle length or cropped length jeans, and I have on some little booties in kind of a similar color that goes up under, the shaft goes up nicely up under those jeans, and so it works really well. To keep my proportions nice here, because these are a cropped length jean, I did give that turtleneck a little tuck, but my sweater also is not just real long. It's a little bit more cropped than the one I am wearing today and that I showed you previously. So it kind of brings everything up a little bit, which I think is important if you're wearing an ankle length or a cropped length jean or pant. You'll see also that I did add a belt here. So that's optional. You could or could not add a belt, but a belt does several things. It makes that outfit look really more pulled together, which sometimes when you're wearing a cardigan, it can look a little schlumpy, a little tired if we don't put in a little effort to make the rest of our outfit look pulled together. So I think a belt is a nice touch. I've worn a brown one here. I think it just kind of works with everything. Maybe if I had a lighter color one, I would do that. I don't know, but I think it works. And just because I really didn't know what bag to wear with this, it's kind of all light intensity here, I did choose my ivory leather handbag from Amy Kestenberg. This bag was gifted to me, but I tell you what, it's one of my favorites, and ivory accessories like these are just really on trend. So I love the way this outfit comes together. I think it's very easy on the eyes, and I think that's one of the things that we're going for when we wear a cardigan anyhow, right? We want something that looks very comfortable and cozy and easy on the eyes, but also a little elevated, a little chic. My quandary came when it was time to put on a coat, because I promised you coats with all these cardigans, and I didn't quite know what to wear. Now that I think about it, I do have a different coat that I could have worn, but here I just wore my black puffer coat, and I really think I showed this one because it's just, that's just typical, right, of what we might wear on a really cold day. We need to add some warmth. We're just going out, we're running errands, we're going to the store, maybe we're going to lunch or whatever. You just want to be warm. You don't have to overthink this, and at least the coat does cover the length of my cardigan, and it works. Now, does it just really pull the outfit together? No, but it definitely works. All right, let's go ahead and see a skirt, and this time I am wearing a slightly different type of cardigan though, and this is simply an open front, like a straight open front cardigan. So it really hangs just straight from the neck down. There are no buttons, so it's a open front cardigan. You can't even button it. And this cardigan is several years old, so it's not one that's like just really on trend. I really think those button front grandpa boyfriend cardigans are more on trend. But if you have these in your closet, I would consider them still pretty much a classic. It is like the much simpler cousin to that cocoon cardigan, that waterfall cardigan that I told you to get rid of. This is, if I were just buying cardigans and I would, like, is it gonna be in style next year or not? This is what I'd buy, is an open front, plain open front cardigan. Has that wide band there all the way around the neckline, from one end to the other. And it just has a nice soft drape. This is a cashmere cardigan, and it's black. It does have a little bit of speckling in it, but it just stays in my closet. Now, of course, here I'm wearing it with a skirt, and I like the way this works. It's a longer cardigan, but it doesn't quite go to the hemline of the skirt, which I think is optimal. You certainly don't want your cardigan to be longer than your skirt, but I also don't think you want it to be quite to the same hem length either. I think this one looks really nice. It's just a couple of inches shorter than the skirt, so it works really well. I'm wearing a skirt that's knee length, of course, and I'm once again wearing a fairly close fitting turtleneck. Got stripes going on here, black and white stripes, red skirt, black tights, black booties. I just think this really pulls together really nicely. To finish this outfit off, I did carry my red shoulder bag. I think that really brings that red together nicely. And I'm wearing a black leather jacket from Avec les Filles. This was also gifted to me, by the way, and I'll see if it's still available. It is a yummy coat. I did size up to a large in it just because so I wanted it to be nice and roomy. Of course, if we're going to wear our cardigans out, that is one of the things we have to think about, is we do need a coat or two in our closet that is going to accommodate that extra bulk, because I think sometimes a cardigan can be even bulkier really than a pullover sweater, just because you do have all that drapiness going on and sometimes some fullness in the sleeves. So you do have to be kind of careful about that, and this leather jacket really works really nicely here. It does cover the length of the cardigan, and it's about just a little bit longer than my skirt. All right, I have one last boyfriend cardigan to show you, and this one's from Madewell, and it is what I would consider an everyday boyfriend sweater or grandpa sweater, whatever you want to call it, that button-up sweater. It is not cashmere, it's not wool or anything, it's just a nice little blend, and it's very affordable, and it comes in a lot of different colors if they still have it. But I love this oatmeal color. It's just very everyday. Now, I have worn it with my wide leg, I think they're called Hardwell pants from Madewell also, and a very lightweight 3/4 length sleeve V-neck top here. It's just a really nice little ribbed t-shirt, but it's kind of a knit fabric, so it's really nice, really lightweight. And I've worn that cardigan over all of that just because this is just one of my favorite ways to wear these pants, really. I like to keep the top close to the body and nice proportions, but I do think it's nice to wear a cardigan, a jacket, a denim jacket, whatever over it. And I love this cardigan with this outfit. Now, I did not have to tuck this top unless I just want to, because it is kind of a cropped length top, so it gives me those nice proportions with these full-length wide leg pants. And because I wanted to wear this as though I'm wearing it out and about somewhere, I did wear those pants with my brown booties. You could also, of course, wear these pants with sneakers. There's so many ways to wear these full leg pants. In fact, I think I did 2 blog posts with these pants. So if you'd like some more ideas for how to wear your wide leg casual trousers, I'll give you a link below to those blog posts below in the description box. But I like this outfit. If this is not your cup of tea, don't worry about it. You don't have to leave me ugly comments or anything. I just wanted us to see different ways to wear cardigans with different types of pants, different types of bottoms. And so I do think this works. It looks very modern, very on trend, feels comfortable, feels cozy and warm, checks all the boxes. Now this is the one though that when I got ready to put on a coat, at first I put on my brown animal print coat from Talbot's, thought maybe that would be fun and work really nicely with the brown pants, but you can see the cardigan hangs out down the bottom, and so that is just so not attractive. It looks like we did not put any thought into what we were wearing here, and it just doesn't work. So I really encourage you to not do this. And I think if I just had to wear that coat, like if that was my only choice and I need to wear that coat, I think what I would do is take my cardigan off, wear the coat to wherever I'm going. When I get there, where I get to lunch, to work, whatever, take the coat off, put the cardigan on as an option for when I'm going to be inside. So instead I opted for my camel coat. Is it like the best coat with this outfit? Probably not, but it works. It gets the job done. And once again, just showing you a different coat here and that it does indeed cover the cardigan. Let's move on to 3 more kinds of cardigans though that are very similar, and these are all button-up cardigans with a crew neck. The first one is just your traditional button front, close-fitting cardigan. You may know them at Talbot's, they call them their charming cardigans. And in fact, this is a charming cardigan, but the way to wear it that I think is more modern is to wear it buttoned up completely and with nothing under it. Now, I am wearing a little tank top underneath it. You can't see it. It's just there for privacy and security. But really this buttoned up cardigan, completely buttoned up and wearing it more as a pullover, I think is much more on trend, much more modern looking than if I were to wear it open. Now, that said, cardigan sets, sweater sets really are kind of on trend right now. So if you like to wear the little matching tank or shell underneath your cardigan, I think you can still get by with that. I just don't think it as modern though as wearing it like this. And this particular cardigan with these pretty buttons, these pretty bedazzled buttons, I think it looks really nice, buttoned up, worn over my gray jeans. And then when I needed to add a coat, I added a red coat from my closet. This is from last year from Ann Taylor. Don't think they had this coat in stock again this year, but I loved wearing this coat with red sweaters because I just think it just gives that really great punch, and I love this outfit pulled together like this. Another button-up cardigan, I think all of these, let's see, no, yeah, I think all 3 of these are actually from Talbot's, but you'll find them in lots of other places. This is a print cardigan. So this one I recently picked up from Talbot's. I love it. It has beautiful little red cardinals in the snow. I think that's what it's called, cardinals in the snow. A gray cardigan, just really pretty. It looks like somebody hand knit this. It's just so nice. It's a blend yarn and just really so comfortable, just, you know, nice and soft, got a little bit of stretch in there. And I'm wearing it over a plaid shirt, and I love this. It's almost like a flannel, but they don't call it a flannel, but it's a really soft cotton, and I love the way this works. So is this the most modern cardigan of my bunch? Probably not. But I really think you can pull something like this off and look really sharp. I do think you want to work with a little bit. Yeah, you could wear it with just a basic white t-shirt underneath or just a basic white turtleneck or something. But I think to really pull this outfit together and make it look interesting and make it look really fun and like you've really put some thought, I think it's nice to have a coordinating plaid underneath. There are certainly other ways you could wear this, but I do think this works really fun together. And you'll also notice that my jeans here are that relaxed, full length, you know, straight leg jean. And I think that is a very nice modern nod, a modern touch that really brings this not so modern sweater into that, you know, really nice zone here. And then my last sweater I wanted to show you is one that has been trending for about 2 years now, and that is what we call a lady jacket. But all of these lady jackets really are like a sweater blazer of sorts. So they have a crew neck and buttons from top to bottom, usually about 4 or 5 buttons. And a lot of times the buttons are significant. They're like this, they're gold, or they're bedazzled, or they're big and chunky. A lot of these jackets have some trim. A lot of them have shoulder pads like mine does. Here you could take those out, especially if you have broad shoulders. You'll want to take out those shoulder pads. But I like the shoulder pads here in this particular one. It is brown. And this time I chose to wear it with a striped t-shirt and my ankle length, kind of a cropped length, black Bristol pants from Talbot's. And I did wear loafers and socks here. And one of the reasons I put this outfit together this way here is because I do think while lady jackets are very on trend right now, they can look a little prissy. They can look a little like too put together for my personal taste. Now, if your personal taste, your personal style aesthetic is that very feminine vibe, just really feminine, really polished, really elegant, then you don't need to necessarily put it together like this. You could put this lady jacket with some really just sharp, straight leg, basic, that really classic trouser, and maybe a little bow tie, neck blouse like what I have on today. It would look very feminine. But for me, I wanted a more relaxed vibe. So I wore this, very, like I said, very feminine, a little prissy lady jacket with a very casual black and white t-shirt, those cropped length, very modern, have a little pleat there in the front, black Bristol pants, and some socks, fun socks, and loafers. Now, if you wanted to do this a little bit differently, say just take out the socks and loafers, then you could wear this same outfit with these brown suede pumps. These are my Sarah Flint pumps. They are a little pricey. I can give you a coupon code below or a nice link below that gives you a little bit of a discount. But just some, really pretty pumps with this works really nicely too. So a couple of different ways. I would just give you that little warning, like if your personal style aesthetic is not ultra feminine or let's say elegant, then I think the thing to do with these lady jackets is to kind of tone it down a little bit by doing that little 2x2 formula that we've talked about here before, which means to wear something like 2 pieces that are very elevated, maybe pulled together, maybe feminine, and then balance that out with 2 pieces that are a little bit more casual or maybe a little bit more masculine, maybe just a little bit more relaxed. So that's what I've done here. So those are the different cardigans that we're seeing a lot this year. Basically, those button front cardigans with the V-neck. Lots of times they have a little patch pocket or some kind of pocket on them. We're also hearing them called grandpa cardigans and boyfriend cardigans. The next kind would be just that open front cardigan. Also the traditional cardigan, but worn in more modern ways. And then finally, the lady jacket. Just be careful with that lady jacket to make it work for your personal style aesthetic. So those are my tips for wearing cardigans. Let me know in the comments below if you will be wearing cardigans this winter, which one you like to wear the most, what your thoughts are on how to wear a coat over a cardigan, and where you like to wear your cardigans. I'd like to hear about that. Thank you so much for hanging with me today, ladies. And don't forget to download June's Journey for free through the link below or the QR code here. And you can play it on your Android or your iOS device. I look forward to seeing you again next week. Bye now.